Welcome back for another episode of Soren Says, and you'll notice I'm a little quieter than normal, and that's because I'm doing this at night, and I care deeply about my partner and her ability to get some sleep before a big test. But there's something very important to me that I needed to discuss, and that is this very niche, very seemingly unimportant inconsistency in Final Fantasy XIV. And that is the Gathering Lev Quest system. Now, this doesn't occur in battles, Lev Quests, and it doesn't technically in crafting, because the crafting is split up into two different locations generally, so you get 3 here, 3 here. It makes up for it. In battle, it offers all 4. Now, you're probably asking, why do I care? Why would I care about the Lev Quest system? In reality, it's pretty outdated. I know there are some instances where it can be very good for, there's really no reason anymore. Maybe when you're leveling up early, but at the most part, you're going to do like maybe 2 or 3 of them and then move on. Really and truly, the only time this issue is going to come up is if you are trying to get achievements, which there are quite a few achievements. There's one for each skill, doing a certain number of Lev quests. There's several achievements for doing a set number of a particular type of Lev quest. In order to do those, you have to do, one in particular, or at least one for every skill, is to do one of every Lev quest. And that kind of brings me to what I'm worried about here. Like I said, the crafting and battle ones work just fine. They give options. But for some reason, when you do the gathering Lev quests, they show you 2 options for the level group that you're looking at. But there are 4 Lev quests to get. Now, any logical person would take that to mean that you do the 2 that they offer you, and then they offer you the other 2, right? Well, apparently that's not how Square Enix wanted to do this. So obviously I don't know how many people have noticed this. Pretty much if you take the 2 that they give you and you do them and come back at the same time, they do not offer you the 4th option. They sometimes, it's like a 50-50 chance, offer you the 3rd Lev quest, but then give you a repeat of the previous ones that you've already done. On several occasions, I have attempted to figure out what the hell's going on. There are times where it just will never show you the 4th Lev quest. That's a little weird. And so obviously, I've played since V1 beta, and I found that the only way to get to that 4th Lev quest consistently, which, like I said, you don't really need to be doing these. These are just for the achievements. This shouldn't be that hard necessarily, is you accept both. You accept the first 2. You only do one of them and then come back, turn it in, and it'll give you 3 and 4. That's it. That's the only way you can do it. And it baffles me that we're still dealing with this. Obviously, it's a feature that not a lot of people use. It's a feature that, like, who cares? This is like top of the line in the industry. I expect a level of quality from Square Enix above most other developers. I'm pretty active with like Magic the Gathering type stuff. You make the joke anytime there's like a bug in Magic Arena, people are like, well, it's just a small indie company. You have to cut them some slack. It's like at a certain point we have to stop saying that. We can't let them get away with this. It bugs the crap out of me. It seems like a detail that was kind of like pushed off to the side one year when it needed to be fixed, and then just kept getting pushed and kept getting pushed and kept getting pushed. That's silly. I feel like that's such a strange thing to leave in the game. And then, okay, we could have a completely other discussion on having to need one of the achievements be like 5,000 of a particular type. Like, I did the math one time. You only get a cap of 100 leave allowances at any given time. You get 12 a day, for those of you who don't know, and it caps at 100. Just looked at it, and it's looking like we have 3 that require 5,000 Lev quests each. That's gross. And I actually did the math, and it ends up being about 3.4246 years. So close to 3.5 years of daily 12 Lev quests. Good luck with that. In order to get these achievements, and they always just seem like so out of the way. Like I've never even heard of anyone actually getting it done. That's been strange. So there's a lot of weirdness around the Lev quest system, and I'd love to dive deeper in it. It might be one of those things that just needs to be cut. The thing we have to keep in mind as game developers is that when we have the longevity of a system like this, we eventually have to decide, do we keep the system or do we update it? We're doing our projects to keep that in mind so that things like this don't become stale, they don't become turn-offs for certain players. What do you think? Are you a Lev Quester? Are you someone that likes to do the achievements? I love doing achievements, and I love gathering, and it makes me sad that the world of achievement gathering has been made harder because of this oversight. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like. I really appreciate it. It makes my happy chemicals go burr when you people hit that sub button, so it helps me out a lot if you do that. I hope you have a fantastic day, fantastic week, fantastic life, and I hope to see you in the next episode of Soren Says.